Moving on, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i says the government will not relent in efforts aimed at regulating betting and gambling in the country, while lauding plans by the National Treasury to reintroduce excise tax on betting companies in Parliament in the next 6 months. Matiang'i said the decision to suspend the operations was aimed at safeguarding and protecting the youth from vices emanating from gambling.
Barely 72 hours after President Uhuru Kenyatta signed into law the 2020 Finance Bill, removing the 20% excise tax on betting, the matter continues to shape public discourse. Kenyans now speculating on whether the move signals the return of sports betting into the Kenyan market. Amid the uncertainty, Interior CS Fred Matiang'i says the government will not give up efforts to stem this practice in Kenya, where it is deemed destructive and dangerous, particularly to the young people.
We want sanity to prevail in the country. That thing was very badly managed in the past. It almost destroyed our families and our children. We will not go back to it. And under no circumstances we are going to allow that kind of madness to continue. We cannot allow, criminals, money launderers, from some places in Eastern Europe to come and do in our country what they can't do in their country.
A number of sports betting firms exited the Kenyan market last year after the government slapped the industry with additional taxes, introducing a 20% excise duty charge on any amount staked, a year after the National Treasury introduced a 15% tax on betting companies and 20% withholding tax on all winnings.
We are not going back on anything. We respect the decision that was taken by Parliament, but you saw my colleague yesterday, the Minister of Finance, reported that we are going to ask for an amendment 6 months down the road. But even before that amendment comes, the challenge usually is at the gate of licensing when it comes to this betting. This financial year, we haven't actually even licensed anyone because we have been waiting to get our protocols approved by the Ministry of Health before we can even start processing any applications.
The scrapping of the excise duty tax by Parliament has coincided with the alleged restructuring of ownership at one of the major firms that withdrew from Kenya last year, raising speculation about its return.